We're testing kitchen gadgets. Today we are looking at this giant mason jar coffee filter thing. I'm gonna tell you straight up, I intended to buy a much smaller version of this. I was interested in this because I have a coffee press right now. I love cold brew. I love making cold brew. It just does a really bad job of leaking everywhere and it's really hard to use. And I came across this and it's super cool because it has like lid to pour out of. So I feel like it should be easier and make more coffee. Let's test it and see if it makes good coffee. This mason jar is as big as my head. That's insane. And it has this like little filter inside of it. So we are going to start with that. Some people like a 1-to-1 ratio. I actually really like a 2-to-1 ratio. I like a little bit stronger coffee, so that's 4, 5, 6. Okay, we're halfway there. I need to refill my coffee. Shout out to Chamberlain Coffee. We love it. My favorite coffee. Continuing. 7, 8, 9, so much coffee. 10, 11, 12. All right, so if you guys can see, it's like right about here. I think what I saw was like you want to fill it 3/4 of the way. So that feels about right, 3/4 of the way. We're gonna put that right in there. And then what I heard was you want to pour the water through the coffee, just like this. It might be better if it was like hot water, but it's okay, whatever. Just keep pouring. Because it's stuck to the sides a little bit, I'm gonna like kind of scrape it down. I actually am not sure if this is gonna work well at all, but it's worth a shot. With this lid on, not super tight because I heard that in the fridge, if it's super tight, it's really hard to get off. There we go. Now we're just gonna let it steep. I'm gonna put it in the fridge for like overnight, maybe a long time. Let's say like a full day, 24 hours. See you tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Good morning. Okay, so as you can see, our coffee is nice and steeped. Pretty much anything is better than the $15 coffee maker that I got at Walmart. So let's just see if it doesn't spill or have grounds in it, that's a win to me. But we're gonna go ahead and take this lid off. The only thing that I think would make this super awesome, because you know grounds expand in water, and so to have something I think that could push the grounds down just to make sure all of the water gets out of it, that would be probably the thing that would carry this coffee maker over the top, make it a 10 out of 10. And so I think I might just try to use this, but like, let's see. Yeah, see all that liquid that's coming out of there. So that kind of is a little bit of an inconvenience, but not major. So far though, I'm not seeing any coffee grounds, so that's good. So here's our coffee, looking good. Now, the first thing I wanna do is test to make sure that doing this doesn't make any drips. Nothing, that's actually pretty good. So we're gonna give it a little stir. Okay, guys, I'm actually really impressed with this. All right, so I have my ice-filled mason jar. Now, I wanna say right off the bat, I think actually, in hindsight, this size is actually perfect because it does make a lot of coffee at once, but it's kind of like going to the store and buying like store-bought cold brew. Now I have this and I don't have to make coffee for like 3 days. 6 days if you live alone. So now we're going to test the lid feature. Let's see. Oh, no mess. This is pretty cool. This is a drip-free container. I'm actually really impressed. Honestly, I give this a 9.5 out of 10. That is extremely cool. Well worth the buy. If you guys see this on Amazon, you should get it for sure. The only 0.5, like I said, was there isn't something to push down the coffee grounds just to kind of squeeze all of the liquid out of the expanded coffee grounds. This is perfect. To finish off my coffee, just so I can give you guys my little recipe, I use some oat milk and I pour that up to the top like that. To finish it all off, I've got this toasted marshmallow nut pod. We're just gonna do that. Use a metal straw. Ground-free coffee. Oh my gosh. This is the first time I've had ground-free coffee in like a month. Yeah, 9.5 out of 10. Really awesome. I recommend. Testing kitchen gadgets part 2. Today, we are testing the ice cream maker that I bought for under $30. So let's see if it works. To my knowledge, there's like this little paddle thing that churns. And then there's like this bowl that needs to sit in the fridge overnight. So we're gonna put this in the fridge right now. Tomorrow we'll come back, fresh eyes, fresh mind, and we're gonna make some ice cream. Okay, so the ice cream bowl container thing has been sitting in the freezer overnight, probably around 24 hours. So now what we're going to do is prep our ice cream mixture. This is also a long process, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna need a saucepan. We're gonna take our heavy whipping cream, and it is new. Pull that off. But we're gonna put about a cup of heavy whipping cream right into this saucepan. And then we're gonna put in 3/4 cups of sugar. 1, 2, 3. The last thing we wanna do is add in just a little pinch of salt. So now what we're going to do is we're going to heat this mixture on medium heat until all the sugar dissolves. And we're just gonna kind of stir it all together. And the goal is to get kind of a thick, creamy mixture that doesn't have a lot of sugar molecules in it. So you can kind of see this mixture is coming together nicely. So I do not see any sugar molecules in here anymore. So that means that the sugar has fully dissolved, which means we can go ahead and take this off of the heat and do the rest off the heat. We're gonna add in the rest of the ingredients. The first thing we're gonna do is add in the remaining 3/4 cups of cream. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to add in a cup and 1/4 cup of milk, and we're gonna add in a dash of vanilla, and again we're gonna mix that all together. This is our ice cream base. Notice it's nice and smooth and creamy. All right, let's taste it. Ooh, that tastes delicious. Tastes just like ice cream. So now we're going to pour this mixture into a freezer safe bag, and we're going to chill this entire mixture for 3 hours. The time has come. We have our slightly icy, very much chilled ice cream mixture and our frozen ice cream bowl that has been freezing for over 24 hours, so it's nice and solid. We're gonna place the cooling bowl into the cooling container, like so. And then you want to attach the paddle to the motor unit like this. So we're gonna pour our chilled ice cream into the cooling bowl. Oh, so now we are going to take this, turn it on, and then we're going to slowly lower this and allow it to mix. This is a little weird. I don't like that it doesn't have like an amount of time that it should do it. Oh, it's Evan. Oh,
yeah.
Surprise!
Too long.
You brought me coffee. I genuinely don't know how long to hold this here. I will say it is freezing the ice cream, so that's good. Okay, well, I'll see you in a jiff. To give a little update, this is what it looks like on the inside. Interesting. Honestly, I don't see much of a difference. It just looks icy. Look at this. It literally has the consistency of like an icy. I don't know, man. I'm not a fan. All right, let's check on this. I don't think it's gonna get more frozen than this. So, to me, it doesn't have the creamy texture that it should have, but it's still frozen. I'm gonna rate this like a 5 out of 10. I think this is mediocre. I don't know. Did I do something wrong, guys? If you guys make ice cream regularly, let me know. I'd love to hear your feedback in the comments, okay? Testing kitchen gadgets part 3. Today we are testing the citrus juicer that I bought off Amazon. And I've always wanted a citrus juicer. We're gonna be making like a lemonade today, but that starts with a 1/2 cup of lemon juice. Okay, so to get a 1/2 cup of lemon juice, you want 2 to 3 lemons. You're gonna cut them horizontally. Perfect. So now we're gonna plug this in. I'm gonna put this right underneath here, looking for that 1/2 cup measuring line. Oh. We're choosing our pulp mill, and we have the option low, medium, high, or rel. I'm not entirely sure what that means, but it says we're supposed to like kind of turn the dial to what we want. So I guess I'm gonna go with low. I'm not really a huge fan of pulp, so. Okay, and now we're gonna take this, right? And then we're gonna press down. Oh, cool. When you can feel the ribbing of this reamer, you want to make sure to stop and throw away your lemon. And then we're going to move on to the next one. I'm kind of getting this. Interesting. We're at like a 1/4 cup right now, so we're gonna keep going with some more lemon. Let's keep going. Oh, this is a juicy one.
Holy moly!
Okay, so it took about 3 lemons before we got to that 1/2 cup part, but now we're going to take this lid, put it on top here, and just put it into high speed mode so that it gets all the rest of the juice out. Alrighty, and then we're gonna close this drip spout. Look at that,
Whoa.
1/2 cup of juiced lemons. Smells sour. Okay, so now it's time to make the lemonade. So we're gonna add in 1/2 cup of lemon juice. And then we are also adding in our simple syrup, which is just like a sugary syrup that we made with 6 tablespoons of water and 6 tablespoons of sugar. Go ahead and add that in. This can get really sticky, so be careful. I'm gonna mix that together. And then we're going to add in, oh, how? We're gonna add in 1/2 liter of sparkling water. Perfect. We don't want to mix this too much because it will also explode, but we're just going to give that a tiny whirl. And then we're going to taste it. This is fantastic. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow. You can, if you want, add little like garnishes of lemon, but this is freaking delicious. I literally am gonna rate this product a 10 out of 10 because that thing juiced those lemons perfectly, got all the juice out of them, and it was pretty cheap. That was the Cuisinart citrus juicer. Way more efficient than squeezing with your hands, but this is good. Good stuff. 10 out of 10. Peace out.